Hello again. I'm Joe McTurnan, AOPA's Director of Health Policy and Advocacy. Thanks for joining me today for another edition of AOPA's Take. It has been a very exciting summer here at AOPA on both the legislative and policy fronts, and I wanted to share some recent developments that are very encouraging. First is the simultaneous, bipartisan, and bicameral reintroduction of the Medicare Orthotics and Prosthetics Patient-Centered Care Act. On July 17th, 2025, this important piece of legislation was introduced in both the House and the Senate as H.R. 4475 and S. 2329, respectively, and the timing could not have been better, as it coincided with the legislative fly-in of the National Association for the Advancement of Orthotics and Prosthetics, a collaborative partner of AOPA. Attendees at this event, including several AOPA staff members, were able to go to Capitol Hill to ask their members of Congress to support the bills and ensure patient access to the best O&P care possible. The bills are essentially identical to the versions introduced in the 118th Congress and contain the same three provisions: the prohibition on dropshipping of custom-fitted and custom-fabricated orthoses, expansion of the existing exemption from DMEPO's competitive bidding to certified and/or licensed orthotists and prosthetists, and the elimination of the arbitrary Medicare 5-year reasonable useful lifetime restrictions on custom-fit and custom-fabricated orthoses. The Medicare O&P Patient-Centered Care Act is truly focused on patients, and AOPA will continue to advocate for its passage during the 119th Congress. The second recent event that AOPA is extremely proud to have led the effort on is the proposed local coverage determination revision that will expand Medicare coverage of knee orthoses to include unloader-style braces designed to treat the symptoms of knee osteoarthritis. The proposed change was published by the DME Max on July 24th and was in response to a formal LCD reconsideration request filed by AOPA in 2023. AOPA members have consistently been frustrated by the lack of Medicare coverage for knee orthoses used to treat osteoarthritis. Medicare policy has required that in order for knee orthoses to be considered medically necessary, there must be documentation of either a recent injury to or surgical procedure on the knee, or documentation of ligamentous joint instability. While osteoarthritis pain is effectively managed through bracing, it is a chronic condition that typically does not involve ligamentous instability and therefore has not met Medicare coverage criteria for orthotic intervention. However, based on AOPA's LCD reconsideration request, the DME Max have now proposed a revision to the Medicare knee orthosis policy that will include pain management to osteoarthritis as a qualifying condition for coverage. The DME Max will hold a public hearing regarding the proposed policy revision on August 27, 2025, and AOPA will participate in the hearing to express appreciation for their efforts. This policy revision will positively impact the lives of the patients AOPA members serve. AOPA is so proud to be your legislative and policy advocate, both in Washington, D.C. and elsewhere, and will continue to be your voice. As always, AOPA's Take, where you go when you need to know.